To throw a netball into a goal, the ball is launched at an angled projectile. It has horizontal and vertical projectile motion that is impacted by forces like air resistance and gravity. The force which is used to throw a netball is important when shooting into a goal. Forces are directly proportional to acceleration, meaning they increase together, while acceleration is inversely proportional to mass, which means that as mass increases, acceleration decreases, and vice versa. As the mass of the netball stays constant, players would want to apply more force onto the ball when they are shooting further from the goal and less force when they are closer to the goal. When shooting a netball into a goal, you put your hands above your head, aim, and toss the ball up by springing your fingers. This shot is used because it is the only way to score points. You can control how much force you apply to the ball by how hard you spring your fingers. In our video, the position of the ball increases but gradually slows in the x direction as a result of air resistance and makes a curve in the y direction. The x velocity decreases to 0 and the y velocity starts positive and decreases, showing that the ball gets slower until it reaches its maximum height and then speeds up again as it goes down. There is constant negative acceleration. Compared to a projectile motion model with no air resistance, the motion in the y direction is less steep, as drag pushes the ball in the opposite direction, causing it to slow down. To calculate the applied force on the ball, I found the acceleration by using the final velocity vectors to find the change in velocity, then divided it by the amount of time that the player's hands were in contact with the ball. This gave me 25.188 meters per second squared, which I multiplied with the mass of a netball, 0.397 kilograms. And since force is equal to mass times acceleration, I could find the applied force, which was 9.9996 newtons. I found the force of gravity on the ball by using the same concept and multiplied the mass of the netball with the acceleration of gravity to get 3.8906 newtons. Air resistance can allow players to aim higher and further in order to avoid letting defenders get the ball, while still being able to make goals, as the drag will push the ball in the opposite direction and slow it down. The ball can make it into a goal even when it seems to be aimed too far, which can be advantageous to athletes.